Welcome to Burt Ridgeway's Learning for Life Ukulele Lessons. We're in about 2 months now, and just over 2 months, and still taking it nice and slow and easy, which may be frustrating for some of you and may be wonderful for some of you. I'm taking it slow and easy because we are actually at a very critical point in the learning process. It's very important that you get everything down that we're teaching you so far and not kind of getting it down. There's a series of books by a man named Wayne Erbson who teaches different variety of folk instruments and banjo and guitar and fiddle. And in one of his banjo books that I used to use to teach with, after the first exercise or two, he says, now when you can play this standing on one leg with your eyes blindfolded and sing the Pledge of Allegiance, you're ready to move on. And I had a student who called me up and she said, I think I'm ready for my next lesson. I think I got it. And I said, do you think you got it? And she said, well, I think so. And I said, let me ask you this. Can you play it standing on one leg, blindfolded, and sing the Pledge of Allegiance? And she laughed and said, no. And I said, then let's wait until we do your lesson a little bit. And of course, that's not what we're asking for anyone to do. What I'm saying is you really need to have these lessons down and not kind of have these lessons down. So if you can't do the triple thumbing that we taught last week, I would suggest that you do not go any farther with these lessons. You could do today simply because this is going to build on the triple thumbing, but don't move on. If there's something we did in the past, if you can't do the skip, if you can't play the C scale, if you can't do something that we've covered, go back and please review and just really get it down so that you don't just kind of have it. And then when you're playing later down the road, you kind of have it. And actually, one reason it's so very important is because as we move on and get into tunes, which is going to happen pretty quick, I'm going to say things like, okay, you're going to do a triple thumb here without me, and I don't want to, worry about re-explaining how to do a triple thumb. So you need to understand what a triple thumb is, how a triple thumb works. We're going to do a double thumb, but we're going to do something before that so you can have a little bit of fun with this, but really work on this triple thumbing. So what we're going to do today is we're going to put the triple thumb into our scale. Now, we taught the scale up to the 10th fret. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go and play this much, because what I want your focus to be on is your right hand today. Playing back down the scale. Now, one thing I want you to notice is I'm playing the melody of the scale. In other words, whatever I'm hitting with my index or middle, harder than my thumb is hitting the triple thumbing. Let's listen to it again. Now you notice that I started doing chords at the very end there. For every note of your melody, you can play a chord. Now I'm only going to do 4 of these. And that's going to be in addition to your triple thumbing so that you can start memorizing this. I'm not going to go all the way up the scale, just the first 4 notes, so that you can also practice this. So you actually have 2 things now to practice: the triple thumbing up the scale and then what I'm about to show you. When you play the first note of your scale, you can actually make that into a C chord. Now, if you triple thumbed it, you're holding a C chord. Your next note, and if you look, it's on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Now, that's part of a chord that you know already. It's not part of the C, obviously. It's not part of your F. It is part of your G. Now, you can make your G like this. You can also make it like this. But let's do it like I showed you. So you have open, G. So again, so C, G. Your next note is that 2nd string open. That's not part of your F because you're fretting that. It's not part of your G because you're fretting that. It's your C. So you've got this now. Your next note, this is as far as we're going, is your 2nd string, 1st fret. That's not part of your C chord. That's not part of your G chord. That is part of your F chord. So one thing you can also practice doing is this. C, G, C, F. But you want to hear that melody. Oh, sorry about that. So that's what I want you to work on this week. The first 4 chords of your scale, which is C, G, C, F, but do it with triple thumbing with the scale. So what I want you to work on for this week is playing the chords with each note of the scale and your triple thumbing. Make sure you hit that melody note harder. One more time. C, G, C, F. That's what you want to work on, and have fun with that. And we're going to be getting into some tunes pretty soon, but you need to master these basics for this style of playing. So enjoy, have fun, and we will see you on your next lesson.